Can you be in a serious relationship with someone while just dating others for fun?
What? What?
Can I answer this?
Let's hear what you got.
Read-
Let's hear what Coach Erica has to
Read
say.
Corey's book, please. Anywhere from 15 to 20 times. And then phone in again, please.
Wait, so if you can be in a serious relationship while
With
dating
someone.
others for
Well,
fun,
just dating others for
What?
fun.
that sounds like an open relationship.
Yeah, it sounds like an open relationship.
So
I
yes,
just want to
you
know
can, if you
know
both agree on that.
Right. Is your partner aware that this is going to be happening?
Yeah.
Hey, if she's cool with it, then whatever, man.
Yeah.
Just
If your
know
partner's
she's
But
gonna
that is
get-
if they are in an open relationship. But
Hopefully
if
you're
it's
not
like a
raw
whole
dogging
different story,
everybody.
then that's an issue. I feel.
that will be interesting for all of them.
Yeah. Gotta wear the
Thoughts?
raincoat.
Thoughts?
Thoughts
And thoughts on
Thoughts
this
and
one.
thoughts.
If you're living that kind of lifestyle, the other thing you got to understand is that vibe, that energy tends to also bring more promiscuous people into your orbit. And people, the more promiscuous they are, the more they've come across the gifts that tend to keep on giving. The type of gifts that require penicillin and pussy things happen and other things happen. And as we see these in the emails, and it's, if you're going to raw dog it or you're going to be involved with other people you're raw dogging it with, it's like, you know, if there's other people coming into your circle of trust, they better be wrapped properly. But how well do you know the people that you're hooking up with? Are they just strangers in the night? Are they girls that just come and go?
No, but my question also too, and I don't know how a lot of people feel about me saying this, but I just don't get how there's people that they're just like, I feel like that's, unless you're in an open relationship, it's just kind of weird to be serious with someone and then date for fun. I just feel that you're just not that person that it would be tied to one person.
Yeah, they're not really
have their cake
committed.
and eat it too.
Yeah.
It's an open relationship. That meets the definition
And
of
it's
an open
like,
relationship.
if you want to date other people, don't be in a serious relationship, because the whole point of a monogamous serious relationship is to be with that person, dedicate your time to that person and that person only. Like, again, unless you're in an open relationship, I think you're better off just dating other people and not even be serious. My opinion. It just, for me, doesn't make sense. And I'm just like, how the hell are there people out there that they just don't care?
Some people look at sex as just an activity like painting.
Well, the pickup
Finger
artist
painting.
guys that do it over and over and are trying to receive a certain notch cow, they get to their first 100, then they want 250, then it's 500, then it's 1,000, and they want to go full. What was his name? The guy in the 70s, he said he slept with like 10. The basketball player, 10,000 women or something like that.
Oh,
Magic
James.
Johnson? Magic Johnson?
No, not Magic Johnson. It was a guy in the 70s. He's since passed away. It was like
Where did he die from?
Dennis
Will
Rodman?
Chamberlain.
No.
Somebody
That
said was
doesn't
one of
sound
the old famous
flattering.
basketball players from the 1970s, and he was, I can't remember. I think he was on the Lakers.
That doesn't sound flattering. Like, okay, if you have some kind of body count, okay, but 10,000
Well, so-
people, that's nothing to brag about.
So my
That's like 10
point
girls a
being is
day.
that they feel
Yeah.
validation when they succeed at seducing a
No.
woman. Like I used to see downtown Orlando when I first, in the late I think 2007, 2008, there were dudes downtown. There was one guy, I remember he had a snake, a big boa constrictor, and he was pretty jacked, and he had a van. And
Great.
he
Wow,
would-
this
Oh, that's just
getting
that
very
was his
creepy.
peacock. That was his peacock.
This
was the
sounds
snake.
like someone that'll
And
either offer candy or free Wi-Fi.
he would meet because
What's
the
his
girls would
Wi-Fi
come up
password?
and they would be fascinated by this giant
Touch
boa.
my
He had like
snake.
I think it was like a white boa constrictor.
Not
I
that
think.
kind of snake, though. Not the one on
And
his
I think
neck.
he had multiple ones. And then I remember there was a white one in the mix, a big, and it would just be slung over his shoulders, and girls would come up, and then he would just. He had a
They
routine.
the steak.
And then, I don't know, 45 minutes, an
van?
hour later, they would go to his van. He put the snake up, and he would bang the girl in his van.
With the snake?
And the snake would be in the van, not with the snake, but he
Poor
put the
snake
snake in his
is
little tank while he was doing the business.
Tickle the butt.
And then he would come back out. And I remember, I think it was Andy and I, we were talking to him one night. And because he was in the pickup artist community, he was like, "Yeah, my goal is to get to 100 women that I've met on the street, taken in my van, and banged them." And
200
that
a
was his
night?
thing. No, 100 total. That was his goal.
Oh.
Because he wasn't succeeding every single night that he was doing it, but so that was his goal, was to refine the process, to refine the lines, to define the whole thing, to take a woman through that emotional experience to where she, when she's already predisposed to think this guy's attractive and interesting, to feel good about going back to a parking garage where there's a van and there's a dude with a big snake.
Van down by the river.
And he was good.
Is he still out there? I mean, just for content purposes? Not
like-
volunteering.
It's like
doing.
15
I'm
years
not
ago.
volunteering to
There's
do
probably
anything.
somebody else out there, but
I would just like to go and see if he's out there.
because it was like the mystery method. His book was
We're
going
gonna send
around,
you
and
in
that
the
was one of those guys that all memorized the stuff in there, and they were running game on these.
If you're there, Snake Man, in your van, Eric is looking
I am
for
not
ya.
interested. I just want to know if your van and your snake are still out there.
Down by the river.
Creepy.
So the guys that I know that I've met over the years, even friends that I've had that are like that have a really high body count, them it's like the thrill of the chase, the thrill of the hunt, trying to get a girl who's not interested to still sleep with them, and it's the process. It's the hookup.
But the fun
It's
is
like
over.
it's like the people that are constantly chasing the high. They're just
Right. The fun's over once you.
they're not really
it's
connecting, and
done.
then like what you saw in the book The Game, the mystery method, like his problem was that once you run out of lines and routines, who are you as a human being? And these guys would just, and then the girls would be gone and in a matter of days, because the guy had nothing beyond his routines and his lines, because that's all he had rehearsed.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I feel that guys that do that are just trying to impress someone. Like, who are you trying to impress? Like, me as a woman,
Their
I don't
ego.
like being treated like a number.
They're stroking their ego.
Yeah, it's their
well, some
ego.
women
I
don't
don't like being
care.
treated like a
They're like, I
number.
had sex with a snake man. Woo.
That's not attractive at all. It's
could've
a
been
They don't care.
snake.
It's an
They
interesting
don't-
story.
They don't care.
Some girls sometimes they need that. For
They
their
just
ego.
doing it for a number.
Maybe a girl's out, she just broke with her boyfriend, and she's big mad, and she's like, this dude's kind of cute, and he's kind of weird, but he seems nice. And
Yeah, but I
he's
feel
got
like the guys
He's
are the
got
ones.
pets.
If
He's
a
got
dude has got
exotic
pets, they
He
typically
has
think,
exotic pets.
yeah,
He's
But
got
the
a
thing is that
boa constrictor.
That same guy is probably like, oh, like ego
he could be
boost,
like her
not even
dad
a
or her
girl,
uncle,
so-
or
He's
maybe
gonna
she-
constrict
Girls are like that
me.
too, though.